So guys, let's not lie. Balancing chemical equation do frustrate everyone at first, but I want to assure you guys that at the end of this video, balanced chemical equation will be a easy peasy for you guys. So guys, stick with me to the end of this video. Now, before we talk about balanced chemical equation, let's remind ourselves a balanced equation means the number of atoms on each element on both sides are equal. Now, because of a law called conservation of mass. I hope you guys remember this law. So for you to balance the chemical equation, the number of atoms on both sides of the equation has to be equal. If you are still confused, just relax. At the end of this video, I can assure you are going to be a pro at the balancing chemical equation, especially with this method I'm about to show you guys in this video. So let me show you an example. For example, now I have to turn my book. So for example, now we have Fe plus H2O. That gives us Fe3O4 plus H2. I can even assure you that after this one example, you are going to have a deep understanding to how to use simultaneous equation to balance chemical equation. Just relax and stick with me. Now, make sure you pay attention to every details I make, everything I say. Make sure you pay attention. Now, if you want to balance the chemical equation now, there is a method that most people do use, which is called trial and error, whereby you guess on which number to add as a coefficient, which number to add. But that method is cool for small equations. For example, when they give you O plus something, give us H plus something, or H2, something like, let's just say H2 plus O, all those ones give us H2O. It's quite simple for those, but when you have a very complex chemical equation, that method becomes very stressful, especially if you are writing an exam that is timed, like a CBT exam whereby you have to be time conscious. So guys, I'm going to be explaining the simultaneous equation method in this video. Now, we are going to balance it easily, step by step, using the simultaneous equation. I hope you guys are ready. Now, first thing to do is to assign an alphabet to each of the molecules. This is a molecule, this is a molecule, this is a molecule, this is a molecule, guys. So we assign an alphabet to each of the molecule. For example, we have A here, we have B here, we assign A to this one, we assign B to this one, we assign C here, we assign D here. So let me write it out, guys, again. So we have A, Fe plus B. I hope you guys can see it. H2O will give us C, Fe3O4 plus D, H2. So I want to ask you guys a question. Let's say we have another molecule here which we do not have. Let's say we have another molecule like O. Guys, what will be here? What will be the coefficient of this O? I want you guys to drop that in the comment now. If you have another molecule here, what's going to be the coefficient of that molecule? Drop it in the comment section, guys. So we don't have another molecule in this example, but if we had another molecule here like oxygen or any other thing, what is going to be the coefficient of that molecule? I want you guys to drop that in the comment section. Now let's continue, guys. Now we said we added A to the front of Fe, B to the front of H2, C to the front of Fe3O4, and D to the front of H2. Now we are going to write the equation for each element. So let's say A is equal to, so as I said, we are going to write the equation for each element. Now let's start with Fe, guys. Let's start with Fe. So we say for Fe now, guys, for iron is equal to A here. So we say A is equal to, what's the value of iron here? The value of iron here is 3 times C. That's 3C. If we add iron somewhere else around, maybe another iron here, we can have iron in multiple places in the second part of the equation. We have another iron here, Fe. That's going to be, let's say we have 2 Fe here. This is going to be 3C Fe plus, let's say this is going to be our E, since it is the next one after, this is the next one after our H2. So EFE, that's going to be, for now we only have one Fe here, we don't have another Fe, so this is just going to be 3C. So A for Fe is equal to A here, but on the other side you can add this equal to, or you can just add an arrow here. Fe is equal to 3 times C, that's 3C. Now let's do, we don't have any other Fe there again. Let's do for the second another element. Let's do for each Now for hydrogen guys, for hydrogen, what's the value of hydrogen here? 2b. 2b is equal to, then whichever value of hydrogen do we have? 2d guys, 2d. You can see from here 2d. I don't know my lightning, so I hope I've been able to fix my lightning guys. So as I was saying guys, for our hydrogen here we have 2b is equal to 2d guys, 2d guys for our hydrogen, guys. Then okay, so we can easily simplify this guys from your knowledge of algebra. 2 here, 2 here, this cancel out, so we have b is equal to d guys, b is equal to d guys, b is equal to d. So now let's do for the last element. Last element we have here is oxygen. So oxygen is here, so we are going to have, what's the value of oxygen here? B. Oxygen is just b here, so our oxygen, we have b is equal to, the coefficient of oxygen here is b. Since oxygen does not have any subscript, so we don't need to add any subscript here. So for example, hydrogen here we have b, hydrogen has 2 as subscript here, so 2b. Our ion here 3c. So that's how it works guys. So b, now b is equal to, okay, b is equal to, what's the value of oxygen here? 4. Oxygen has 4, so that's 4c guys, 4c. So now we have our 3 equations, equation 1, equation 2, and equation 3 guys. So now all you have to do now is to balance this simultaneously. Now this does not require deep solving. All you have to do is just to, since b is equal to d here, then b equals to 4c here and a equals to c guys. I want you guys to attempt this. Solve it with simultaneous equation guys. I want you guys to attempt it. Solve it with simultaneous equation. Let's see what you guys can do. Pause this video and try it yourself. Okay, so guys, so since b is equal to 4c and a equals to 3c, b equals to 4c and a equals to 3c, all we have to do is to say, okay, 4c is equal to d. Now I'm going to show you guys now what we are going to do. So to solve this, you don't really need to go too far. Just pick any of the alphabets. You can pick a, b, c, d, and that's going to be your starting point. So your starting point will always be equal to 1. So let me go for c. You can also use a. Let me go for c. So our c now is equal to 1. This is going to be our starting point. We can take this as our equation 4. So if c is equal to 1, note c is equal to 1, it was not derived from any part of the equation. As I said earlier, once you get to a place like this, you can pick any of the alphabet as your starting point. So anyone that is your starting point is going to be equal to 1. So c is equal to 1. Then what do we do? A is equal to 3 times c. That would be 3 times c. So a equals to 3 times 1. Then a is equal to 3 guys. So for our b here, we don't know what our d is here, so we can actually derive that later. So b is equal to 4c guys. B now is equal to 4c, so times c. So our b will be equal to 4 times 1. What's our 4 times 1? Our b equal to 4. So what's our c guys, or our d rather? So since b is equal to d, b equals to d, what's value of b? 4. What will be our value for d? That is also going to be 4. So that way we've gotten the value for our a, b, c, and d. Now the balance chemical equation is going to be Fe plus H2O will give us Fe3O4 plus H2. Now we know our A is going to be a, B is going to be a, C is going to be a, and D is going to be a. So what's our A guys? Our A is 3. What's our B guys? Our B is 4. What's our C guys? Our C is 1. And what's our D guys? Our D is 4. So this equation is balanced. Now let's cross check. How many hydrogen do we have? 4 times 2, 8 hydrogen. How many hydrogen do we have here? 4 times 2, 8 hydrogen. How many iron do we have? 3 iron. How many iron do we have here? 3 iron. How many oxygen do we have? 4 oxygen. How many oxygen do we have here? 4 oxygen. So guys, the equation is balanced. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So if you've learned something, I want you guys to hit the subscribe button now. By hitting the subscribe button, you are making us be more available to make more videos for you guys. Also, don't forget to like this video so that YouTube can recommend it to other people that need it. So guys, you can see how clean that was. No guessing, no trial and error. just pure logic, and that's the power of simultaneous equation in chemistry. We just balance something that confused every senior. So if you watch to this point, I already know you are serious about improving, so don't stop here. You deserve to understand chemistry better. Make sure you keep reading and be closer to your textbook, guys. As I said earlier, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel to see more of our videos. My name is Noel and this is Simplified Classroom. See you some other time. I'm going to drop some questions at the end of this video. I want you guys to attempt it, or let me just write the question here. Guys. So the question is C3H4 plus O2 CO2 plus H2O. So I want you guys to balance this chemical equation, and the first person to drop the answer in the comment section, not just the answer, the correct answer and the workings in the comment section, as a gift from me. Thank you guys. See you some other time.